We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Washington Commanders. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returned to start the game. The new rule here in effect. A fair catch will bring this out to the 25-yard line. And Richardson will throw to start out here. And that one complete to Hodgins. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now the second-year man from Alabama, it's Brian Robinson. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. You talk about this Washington defense. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Richardson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the Commanders who picked up the road victory, so they'll be fighting for the season sweep in this one. Now a 2nd and 10. Now Hooker. Completes it to Watt. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers. But the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. He'll take it inside the 25.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Hall again on second down. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright, and it caroms in. Not the most convincing kick you'll see, but he got it to go. And the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead. After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little, but didn't. Down the numbers. There he goes. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Brian Robinson Jr. his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Commanders. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and the lead is now 10-7. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Richardson to throw off play action. His throw incomplete. You talk about this Washington defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. And Richardson back to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Okay, looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Ready. Richardson out of the shotgun. And his pass incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's what he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off play action, Richardson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On first and 10, it's Hall. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Off play action. Here's Hooker. Finding Smith and Jigba downfield. Touchdown, Washington. Jackson Smith and Jigba. His second touchdown on the season. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now Raheem Blackshear going to take this one out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so try to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared.
Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Davis now to return it. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over first and 10.
Unlock line. Unlock it.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and 5.
Ready, go.
On second down, a run with Hall. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Ready.
Here's Hall again, looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. On the stop was Aaron Donald. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do, and right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Hooker's throw here into the hands of Jones. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Ready, ready.
Here's third and a few inches.
Ready, ready.
Here's Hooker to throw it. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's good for Washington. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Let's go now.
After one, 17-7 is our score.
Fix the score. Commanders 17. Eagles 7.
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they go to work on a first and goal.
Get it.
They'll run with Hall. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year, 10th overall. And the Commanders are able to widen their advantage. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
And they'll try the option on first and goal. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Straight ahead is Hall. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Breece Hall with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Commanders continue to pull away here in this first half. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 89 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Gotta be Timberwolves. Ready.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Richardson off the play fake. He'll find Hodgins there complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Robinson on a give right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr. with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles get a bit closer. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Running left, it's Hall. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards there on a Washington first.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Hooker to throw on first and 10. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Let's go now.
So from the 37, here's second down and a yard. Paul on a give up the middle. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Ready, set.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Ready.
They'll go again with Hall. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive.
And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Hendon Hooker. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are able to stretch out their lead.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with it. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half.
Commanders 38, Eagles 13.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Here on the return, the Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, Richardson. That's out wide here for Robinson. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. First and 10, it's Richardson. Into the hands of the rookie Jordan Addison. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Jordan Addison, 42 yards. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, Might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
First down throw here. It's Hooker. On the slant, here's Smith and Jigba. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
At the 45-yard line.
Hooker now on second down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. They go play action. Here's Hooker. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Come on.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
60 vices.
Play action. Now Richardson on the move to his left. Throw left side to Kincaid. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
On the ball.
They go play action with Richardson. He'll buy some time right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Richardson now on second down. Touchdown! Isaiah Hodgins from 4 yards out. And the Eagles. Score here, the final minute of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Next to fix the score, Commanders 38, Eagles 27. Brendan McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Call that a very strong gain of 24. If you're a fan of offensive football, this game has suited you well. Both offenses continuing to move the ball with relative ease.
Yeah, and if you're a fan of defensive football, you're not having so much fun watching this one. And these coordinators, they've got to be scrambling to figure out a way to counter so far. It may just come down to which one of these defenses can make one stop that could change the course of this game.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable, or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Now it's Richardson. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. And now this ball picked up in the end zone. Remember, this is a live ball. Here's Darius Davis on the return. He's past the 30, and he is finally going to be taken down. Boy, that could have been a really late swing here, but the attempt to return the field goal snuffed out, and that'll do it for this first half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, It's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
Pass to 60, pass to 60.
Hooker, he's going to move him around a little bit here. Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. They were looking good on second down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Hooker now off play action. And his throw is incomplete. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. 3rd down, Hooker looks to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They cannot afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Here we go. Start.
1st and 10. It's Edwards-Helaire with it. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down at 7.
19, 18.
Richardson to throw off play action. Rolling to his left. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Hooker 19. 19 right.
3rd and 1, Richardson to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Ready.
To throw on 2nd down, here's Hooker. Outright to Smith-Njigba. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 14, 1st down Commanders.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
A give running right is Hall. Up past the 30, 2nd down coming up.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Paul again. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. A give to Williams, running right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Gregory Rousseau works his way in for the stop and the loss. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. That's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
On 2nd down, Hooker. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Hooker looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And this defense will take over right at midfield. How about that for a call? Leading in the 2nd half, fake punt, but this one's going to work against them.
And, partner, I love a fake punt as much as anyone. In fact, I might love it more than other people, but in this case, probably a step too far because not only does it not work, but look at the field position they gave up after the attempt.
124 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
After another impressive run, the question has to be asked, how do you slow these guys down running the football? I think they're going to try and get more people to the point of attack, try and get more people to the line of scrimmage, almost use a variety of run blitzes in order to try and get it done.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Off play action, Richardson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. This down to about the 31-yard line. They'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
After running it, now Richardson will throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw, and they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Hodgins in motion. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Brian Robinson Jr. taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
We're getting set up for what should be a great 4th quarter. This has been a hard-hitting game because both teams have punched and counter-punched equally well. And here's a good finish to this drive. A touchdown run here late in the 3rd quarter.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Richardson will throw for it. And out of pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We've got a close game. The offense has played well, but right now they've got to keep their foot on the gas.
And that carries with it an extra bit of pressure, doesn't it? As much fun as they're having right now, they're locked in, really clicking on all cylinders. They also know that if they ever miss a chance to put points on the board, they've actually put their team in jeopardy. And that's not how you want to play the game. It's supposed to be complementary football, offense, defense. But today, it's all offense for them.
Yeah, they've been playing with a sense of urgency. It's probably going to need to continue. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, check that. Ready?
Now Hooker. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll give to Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, it's Ebola Campbell. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but cannot connect.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Well, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Richardson. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
2nd and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. Pass complete to Addison. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Warriors 70.
1st and 10. Richardson looks to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Go, Reed, go. Check. Freeze. Go.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. 4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand.
Come on.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting 1st downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Here's Hooker to throw it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Hooker from the gun on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
A handoff for Hall. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
The offense on third down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover, because one more score, and this game's over.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4.
19.
Throwing. Hooker. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Breece Hall, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this 4th quarter advantage. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this and most of the time you don't, it's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Now Richardson. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Devon Hamilton able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, when you time those screen passes perfectly, they can work perfectly. But that time it took a little too long to develop.
And you zeroed in on exactly what makes that play go. Timing. Because if the timing's off at all, those unblocked defenders coming at the quarterback, they'll put him on the deck.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Richardson to throw it. Flushed out right.
Anthony Richardson on the scramble. He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. Being chased out left. And he is caught. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. 2 timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's Richardson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Richardson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Now 1st and goal. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So it's still 1st and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. Now it's Richardson. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Here's Richardson to throw. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, Their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Washington, they run their mark to 6-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves